Hi, I'm Stephen with AlbertaUrbanGarden.ca. Welcome to my garden. On today's episode, I am very excited to plant some Haskap or honeyberries. I've got two varieties here because you do need two to cross-pollinate. Now be careful when you select the two because some don't cross-pollinate each other quite as well. I have a berry blue and a borealis honeyberry. This guy should get about 6 feet tall, and this guy about 4. They are an amazing little fruit. These little guys should flower in early May and produce fruit by early June, before your strawberries or raspberries are even ready, which is absolutely fantastic. What that helps us do is it helps us get food from the garden a little bit earlier, but also a little bit longer into the season. So I've dug these holes twice the width of the original container. These are not the original containers. When I first picked them up, I wasn't quite sure where I was going to put them. But why don't you come in a little closer and we'll show you how I'm going to plant these up. So the commercially available honeyberries or Haskaps are originally a cross from a Russian variety that is long and thin and a Asian variety that is short and plump. And this should produce just tons and tons of fruit that are quite a bit larger than a blueberry. They do look like a blueberry, but is quite a bit larger and more prolific actually. So I did pot these up temporarily just to give them a little bit of time. What I potted them in is compost and peat-based potting mix. And you don't want to bury these any deeper. What you want to do is you want to bury them to the same level as the bush itself in the pot, so they don't produce roots out the side. So one of the reasons why, if you're planting in the native soil, that you want to make sure it's about twice the width of the pot itself is because our native soil, it compacts a lot, it's tough, and this is much easier for the plant to push its roots through. Once the plant is established, it should be perfectly fine, and this will just give it kind of an easier home this year. So honeyberries are extremely cold hardy. This one is actually hardy to zone 2, while others are hardy to zones 3 through 9, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm just adding another type of compost to this just to help enrich the soil around. We'll just give it a nice watering. Coming back a couple of times during the day to make sure that it's nice and soaked in, the soil level stays high enough so that it meets the original ground level. So we've given them a good healthy soak, and the next part is to mulch them. So we just have some dried leaves and dried grass, and what this will do is it will help conserve the water that is in there, preventing evaporation from the soil. It'll also hopefully bring in some worms, and the worms will eat this stuff up, continuing to feed the plant. When we have some coffee grounds, we'll add some coffee grounds to this as well in the mulch to continue to add some nutrition, some nice organic nutrition to these plants. The Haskaps are in, the honeyberries are in. They're nice and in line with my raspberries, so I chose to place them at the same distance from the fence and each other as I did the raspberries. Not only will this look better, but there's about 6 feet between them, so even at their biggest, they should just be touching and create a nice little hedgerow effect. If we're lucky, next spring we should be able to get some fruit off of these honeyberries. They said they're prolific growers. They should acclimate fairly quickly this year and produce fruit for us next year. For winter protection, we'll probably cover these guys up just to be safe in those little green dome thingies that I use, but after that, pretty much nothing. Just like the raspberries, leave them, they're fine. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful, and I can't wait to get to eat some of these. I hear They're hard to describe fruit, and just delicious, great for everything that a blueberry is good for, including making wine and jellies and fresh eating. I have a sneaking suspicion these won't make it into the house. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it very much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. If you'd like to continue the conversation, please join us on Google Plus and Facebook. Those URLs can be found in the description below. Have a great day.